So recent data from Nielsen shows that over 70% of consumers are using tablets and smartphones in the living room at least once a week while they're watching TV. We're finding that the tablet and the smartphone has really become a second, kind of a companion experience to watching TV. What they're doing while they're doing that is they're checking email, they're doing social networking, they're looking up related information to their program. But the point is they are using smartphones and tablets in the living room while watching TV. And what a lot of them want to do is AV-based control. Can I control my AV system with that tablet or smartphone? So to address this growing prevalence of tablets and smartphones in the living room while watching TV, UEI has developed a suite of solutions right from chip-level hardware, firmware on the chip, IR database, SDK and services and application layers to basically enable tablets and smartphones to be part of that control experience. We start with IR Blaster chips. Then on those chips we have firmware. Then above that we have software with IR databases, software SDKs, and then application layers, which is basically the user interface of that AV control. These products over here are all manifestations of UEI technology in the marketplace today. These are products that have launched or are about to launch with UEI technology embedded in order to enable that TV control experience. In the case of the Nintendo Wii U, this is the new console. This is the new controller for the new Nintendo Wii U product. And this is the home screen. What they've done is they've created a tablet-like experience to give you sort of an additional screen during your gaming experience. So this is the main screen, but they've also created a hard button for TV control. It's a button that actually says TV on it. And when you hit TV control, it brings up a remote control for the TV. And now if I change channels, I'm actually changing channels of the set-top box. Or if I change volume, I'm changing volume of the TV. All of this is enabled by UEI's technology. Next, LG has launched a smartphone, the LG Optimus, their high-end phone. And right within the operating system, when you hit the home button, before you even swipe the screen to get into your phone, you're able to do control of the TV, control of volume, able to change channels, and it's all right within the home screen. Now if I actually swipe and get into the phone, and let's say I'm browsing through my contacts and I decide I want to change channels, I just swipe down and there's a remote control built right into the operating system where I can do channel control, volume control. Now this is an example of a company that's using our chip, our firmware, our IR database, our SDK, and then they built their own presentation layer, their own application layer. The user interface is designed by them and everything below is designed by us. Same thing on Sony. The Sony tablet has our chip, our firmware, our blaster, and then they decide to do their own application layer, their own user interface. And same thing with Vizio. Vizio has their own user interface and all of our stuff underneath it. In the case of Motorola, they took a little bit of a different approach. They have an IR blaster chip from us, firmware from us, IR database from us, but they went with a services route where multiple applications can call to that services. So for instance, a third party like a company like Digit, which is on this tablet, this is the Digit app. The Digit app has basically a guide to discover what you want to watch, and when you say this is what I want to watch and you hit it, it calls on those services to send control. So we're able to enable control for third-party applications on the tablets that we have our hardware in. Now I'd like to show you an example of the whole solution top to bottom. So this is our Nevo app. This is designed by UEI. This is our user interface. And basically what we've done is put the volume control on one side. So as I scroll up and down, I'm basically actuating the volume on the TV. Or if I go to the cable box and I decide to change channels, I'm able to change channels on the set-top box. And this is our user interface with our SDK underneath it, IR database, and then the chip and the whole solution in one. We have a volume lock feature where you can lock volume to a certain device. So if you have an AV receiver, lock the volume to the AV receiver. We also have multiple devices you can put in, different rooms. So you can have one setup for the living room, one setup for the kitchen. And then we also have macros built in. So I can hit one button press and turn off everything, or hit watch TV and everything turns back on. So these are all the features that are available even within the SDK. Any one of these partners could leverage any one of those features in their application.